everyone, welcome back to my channel, So Little Time. My name is Karen. I just wanted to bring this vlog to you today to go through with you the patterns that I picked up at the Sew Leicester meetup that I went on to recently. And also I wanted to talk to you about the project that I did for Loros charity, which is based in Leicester. I made a little girl's dress and I made a video tutorial on how to do that. And it is actually up on their YouTube channel, so if you are interested in viewing that, please head over to their YouTube channel to find that. I think I might be one of the last people to have done a vlog for them. So and also I wanted to go through with you my Make 9 for 2018, and I'm really appalled to say that I've actually only made 2 items off it this year. I don't really know what happened. I think I just got preoccupied with other patterns coming out and things that I wanted to make. So with the makes for October that I'm going to be doing, I will cross off another one, and that's the toaster sweater by Sew 7. So fingers crossed I will start getting through them. I don't think I'll get all 9 done by the end of the year, but you never know. We'll see what I want to make during November and December. So firstly then, I'll show you the patterns that I picked up at the Sew Leicester meetup. So firstly, I just want to say thank you ever so much to Freya and Sarah for hosting that. It was actually in collaboration with their 3rd birthday for the Crafty So-and-So shop that they run in St Martin's Square in Leicester. So they hosted that, and we met up at a cafe on Market Street in Leicester and had a bit of lunch, did a pattern swap, and then we went off in groups round a lot of the fabric shops in Leicester, as there was quite a few of us. And then we went back to Crafty So-and-So shop and had coffee and cake, and then just purchased some more fabric and stuff. So I'll show you the patterns. And the first one I picked up was this Vogue pattern. Now I think this is actually vintage, and it is a size 14 for a bust 36, which I think will probably be on the big side for me. I think in vintage patterns I might actually be like a 14 maybe. I'm not 100% sure, so I've never made a vintage pattern before. But there's 2 versions of this dress, and it's got like these flouncy sleeves. I probably would do the shorter one for me, as that's something that I tend to go for. I'm not really a long dress kind of person. But I do quite like that. I like the way it's cinched in at the waist, so I think that silhouette on me would work quite well. I'm not sure when I'm going to make that. And also I think it has got little cuff details, which I'm not fond on, so I might just bring the sleeves longer and make them elasticated. So I'll see when I do that, I'm not sure, but that's the first one that I picked up, and that's Vogue 8472, if you're interested. And then the next one I picked up was this New Look pattern, and it's New Look K6125, and it's basically like just an A-line sort of shift dress. And you know I like my A-line shapes, so it looks really a straightforward sew, so I think yeah, that would be quite a quick make, and that you can do it in all sorts of fabric and stuff, so there's a long list of fabrics that you can use for that. So that's that one. And then I picked up this New Look K6262, and again this silhouette is perfect for me with this bigger skirt section and a cinched in waist and a nice bodice. And for that one I would probably do either the sleeveless or maybe the short sleeve, like this yellow version here is really pretty. Yeah, I'm not really a v-neck kind of person, so I don't think I'd make that. So that will probably be maybe a dress that I do next year for the summer, so see how that one goes. Sorry, I'm sitting on my feet and it does really hurt. I should change position somewhere else in the house, but hey. And then I picked up this one, which is thread count patterns. I have seen them before, but I've never used them. But I didn't realise I picked up a size 16 to 24, so this isn't going to fit me, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to give that away, which is a real shame because it's got some really nice versions of this dress. I really like this 3 coloured that you could do, like mess about with different coloured fabrics. So if I come across that one in the smaller size, then I will definitely do that. But yeah, so that's a shame. And even on the line drawings that you can see, it's got a tiered effect, so you could really, yeah, have some fun with that pattern. So unfortunately that one I'm going to have to give away. Yep. And then I picked up the Lara set, which was free with Simply Sewing magazine. I don't know if it's got like a name. Oh, it's for, yeah, just Simply Sewing magazine. So it's not actually like a pattern company, I don't think. And it's just this boxy style sort of top, and you can also do a dress version. I definitely want to make this top. I think it's beautiful. I really like the cuff detail on it, so again you can play around with different types of fabrics, and it's also got I think you can add, I don't know if it is a band actually, maybe it's just a seam line there. Yeah, but I really like that, so I would like to make that either back end of this year or early next year. And then on the back there's a picture of the dress as well, which is, this is very similar to the Carnaby dress with the pockets on the front, but those are patch pockets as on this diagram here. But it just looks very similar on the back there. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in making that one. And then whilst I was in Crafty So and So, I purchased the Scout Tee by Grainline Studios, and I've been wanting to get a copy of this for a while, but they seem to have gone out of print for a little bit in some of the shops. So as soon as I walked into Crafty So and So, I reached out for it. It's like, I'm getting that, and I want to make a cropped version of this t-shirt top to go with my Tilly and the Buttons Miette skirt, the pink one that I showed you in a vlog previously. I'm actually already missing wearing that skirt because it's a bit summery, so it's not something that I'd wear in the winter, so I definitely need to find some suitable fabric for the autumn winter to make another one, and then I'd like to make this top a cropped version to go with it, because I like to show the bow detail up on that skirt. So those are the patterns I picked up. I'll go through my make 9 with you, and the first one on my list was the Tilly and the Buttons Bettine dress. Now, ages and ages and ages ago, I made a toile of this. I'm talking probably after I'd had my first son, so maybe 4 years ago. He's 5 now. Yeah, I made a toile of it out of some furnishing fabric that my mum gave me, just so I could practice patterns. And I made a size 4, and that fitted fine, but the tulip skirt style section was, I had loads of excess on the hip area, which is obviously bizarre for me, because obviously I'd go on about how my hips are bigger. And I had to take in quite a bit of that, and I know that Tilly has now changed the pattern, because a lot of people did that, took off that bit that sticks out at the side, because I don't think it's very flattering if you don't want to show off your hips. Yeah, so she's changed that, so I do want to make that, but I made another one which I copied Lauren from Guthrie and Garney to do a button placket when I was breastfeeding my twins, and I made a real error with taking in that bit on the skirt and just took way too much off, and the fabric I used, unpicking it was an absolute nightmare, and it basically just frayed and ripped, and I had to throw that fabric away. It was just awful. But yeah, I want to make it in a jersey and also a woven fabric, so I'll do the woven fabric first, but I do keep putting it off because of the skirt sizing issue, but I will have to overcome that and just crack on with it. The second one was the Sew Over It Molly top, which she brought out in the ebook. I can't remember what the ebook's called now, but it's the first ebook that she brought out with loads and loads of patterns in. And yeah, I want to do the Molly top. I don't want to do the dress because I really like the Cocoa dress. That's just going to be my staple jersey dress, to be honest, as I like the shape. It fits perfectly. The Molly top, it's got a drop sleeve on it, so you can add a different colour fabric at the bottom of the sleeve if you wanted to. And a lot of people have done it in a striped fabric, but I don't like the way, because it's a drop sleeve, I don't like the way the stripes go sort of down, so I would do it in a plainer fabric, or even a spot fabric or something. So the reason I've chose to do the Molly top rather than obviously my standard Cocoa top is because I do quite like the curved hemline on it, and it's just a slightly different top. So yeah, I'm going to do that at some point. Then my third one was the Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan, which obviously you know I've made, and I'm making another one, so I can tick that one off the list. Number 4 was a Colette Laurel dress, and I really, really want to do this, so I think that, I don't know whether I'll get that done this year. It'll probably be next year. I'll probably get it done for spring, to be honest. So yeah, Colette Laurel dress with the frill around the arms, at the bottom of the arms. Then my number 5 is the Sew House 7 toaster sweaters. So I'm just going to do one version for now, and then we'll see about doing the second version another time. Number 6 was the Sew Over It Ultimate Shift dress, and And I have got some beautiful fabric that I want to make with that, which I purchased from John Lewis again a while ago. But yeah, I don't want to cut straight into that because I want to get the fit right, because obviously it's a shift dress, but I'm obviously going to have issues with there being excess fabric on my back. And I have heard that the arm cyc is quite tight, so I want to make sure that that's going to fit okay. So I'm going to do it in a practice fabric. I don't even know if I've got any practice fabric. I might have to get some. So yeah, obviously I'll do a wearable toile. I don't like to make something that's just going to be thrown in the bin afterwards. Number 7 was the True Bias Ogden cami, so hooray, I've cracked that. And there will be many more in my future, because obviously it's quite a good staple top to go into cardigans and wear with jeans in the summer and that kind of thing. Number 8 is the Tilly and the Buttons Megan dress. Now, I'm ashamed to say that I have Tilly's first book, Love at First Stitch. I absolutely love it. I've read it loads and loads, keep looking through it, but I've never actually made anything from it. And this is the reason I've not bought her second book, Stretch, because I need to make something out of the first book first. And so I'm going to do the Megan dress out of that, and I absolutely love the version that she's got in there in that fabric. And I have actually got a similar fabric. It's like a pink and white kind of very small gingham check, very light pink, but it has got a bit of stretch in it, so I'm assuming it's a cotton sateen. I'm not 100% sure. It's not got a sheen to it, so maybe it's not, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to use that, but again I need to toile it because I think I might have to lengthen the bodice on that, because I've heard it comes up quite short. Okay, so the last one on my Make 9 list is the Tilly and the Buttons Fifi pyjamas, and I've had this for about a year now. I had it for my birthday last July, so yeah, I haven't gotten round to making that one yet, and I think it's because it is a summer sort of pyjama outfit, and it's the fit issue I think I'm going to have on the bust. I mean, I usually fit Tilly's patterns quite well on the top half, but I think obviously because I've had 3 children, I like to wear a bra or have something underneath on that. So I don't know, it's quite low cut, and I don't want to be feeling really free, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so that's one that I will attempt, but probably next year. So I'll probably have to shift around some of these patterns to update my Make 9 to make 9 items by the end of this year off a list. But yeah, we'll see. Otherwise I'll just have to scrap the Make 9 and do it for next year and make an extra, you know, an extra effort to get them done. Yeah, so that was my list anyway, so not very good. Okay, so for Loros Charity then, which are based in Leicester, and they support families and patients who are going through cancer, and they're a really, really well-known charity based in Leicester. So they do support a lot of things, like you can, you know, do marathons and in running aid of Loros and that kind of thing. And they contacted me off the back of a picture that I put on my Instagram account. I purchased it was a skirt from my local Loros charity shop, and I upcycled it into a little girl's dress that I made for my friend who was having a little girl. And I put that picture on my Instagram page, yeah, and they contacted me to say that they'd really like it if I would be interested in helping them with their #ShopLoros campaign, which they were running throughout the year, but they were focusing on their upcoming children's shop. I think they were opening, I'm not 100% sure where it's located, but I know that they were definitely opening one which was going to have like second-hand children's clothes and toys and that kind of thing, so anything pre-loved of children's things. And yeah, they approached me to do you know, to be part of it. So I asked them what they'd be interested in me doing. They said, oh, you know, would you be interested in doing a tutorial on how to make one of your little girls' dresses that you've done? So I said, yeah, definitely. And I'd never done any vlogging or anything like that before, so it was definitely going to be a challenge for me. And I'm always up for a challenge. And so I went to their shop on Market Street in Leicester, which is where a lot of their stock goes to. And I purchased a coast skirt, which I found there. Really beautiful fabric. It got like a slight texture to it with a nice bold floral print on it. I haven't got the finished dress that I turned it into to show you, because I did end up giving that to my friend who had her little girl, but I did make it in a newborn size, so hopefully that will have fitted if she's worn it. I'm not 100% sure, I've not seen her recently. But the pattern that I actually used was a New Look pattern, this one here, and it's 6576, and it's an easy pattern. So if you're a beginner and want to make a little girl's dress, then this is definitely the pattern for you. It has like 4 pattern pieces and it comes together like a dream. Really, really easy instructions to follow. It does give you the option of putting a pleats on, but I didn't do that for the tutorial, literally because the fabric had a floral pattern on it anyway, which was more than enough. So then I basically filmed myself making the dress in a step-by-step sort of guide, and then I showed the finished dress at the end of the tutorial. Yeah, and so I hope that people will find that beneficial if they ever come across it. So if you are watching and you're interested in doing anything like that, the vlog is on the Loros YouTube channel, on their own one, and I think I'm probably one of the last people that did a vlog for them on there, and you can search for it anyway. So I'll link it in the description box below, so you can take a look at that. I think the tutorial is about 50 minutes long in total, but obviously you can flick through as and when you need to on certain things. So I do waffle a little bit. Yeah, so I really enjoyed doing that, and I drove the USB stick to the Loros place in Leicester because it was too big to email on file, you know, on the email. So yeah, I did that, and then they uploaded it, and then they did like a little clip of it on their Instagram thing with music over it, and that looked really good. I mean, I can't do anything like that. The way I film is really bog standard, so yeah, I'm still learning. And I will do. So my vlogs will probably change as they go along. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to talk to you about today anyway. So I hope you have found it interesting. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and subscribe, and also click that bell for the notifications if you want to watch new videos that I upload. So I'll see you next time with my October makes. Fingers crossed I can get all those done. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.